If you like shiny rocks, this is going to be the YouTube channel for you, because I have some big plans. I've been a granite fabricator for nearly a decade. I've installed some of the most luxurious kitchens and bathrooms and outside barbecues, and I want to put my skills to work, start challenging myself. My goal is to become a marble sculptor and stone artist. I want you to follow along in this journey with me. If you like shiny rocks, this is the channel for you. So, little introduction to this polisher here. I have one side that sprays my water. This is Velcro. This is a Velcro backer. And then, without getting my phone soaking wet, it just spins and you stick it to it. With this material here, it is really rough. So I'm gonna hit it with something to just annihilate it. Now I don't wanna use a blade. But let's see what we got here. We got 100 pad, 15. Let's see if I got, let's see what I got here. Ooh, 50. You can't polish rock without water, so. Well, this is gonna take a while, and I'm getting soaking wet. Okay, so let's show you what I got here. So, this was all super rough, and it's coming along. We still got a long way to go. Long way to go. This is only the 50 pad. There's a lot of pitting here. That needs to come out. I'm doing this edge over here. So I got this tip. Right here. It's coming down, a little pitting in here. Now this is pretty jagged up, so I'm not sure how that's gonna turn out. I have a nice little corner here. I want to keep that little corner if I can. Same with this one, this nice little bump, this little bump corner. And I want to keep this nice sharp line here. It's gonna be really nice. I wonder if I can dig this out. But I'm not gonna polish all the way this way. I'm just gonna polish this side, blend it, and I'm gonna stop right here. There's like this crevice in here. I'm gonna stop, so it's just gonna be flat here along this edge, just to give this nice edge. You see it's starting to dry up. You can see where your scratches are. It is not even close to polished. Not even close. We still have, so we have the 100 pad, the 200 pad, the 400 pad to go just on taking material away. And we don't start polishing until the 800 pad. So there's, I'll actually show you here. It's pretty cool. So the order that we would go is after the 50, we'd hit the 100. And let's find a 200. Here's a 200. Here's a 400. And here's an 800, a 1500, a 3000, so buff pad. Now I might not use those exact pads, but that would be the order of it. If you ever get one of these polishers, let me tell you, it will bite you. It is definitely not something to take lightly. So the inside here where the wrench, where you put the wrench, if you put your finger in there while it's spinning, you're not gonna have a good time. Have I done it? Probably a million times. This will beat up your hands for sure. Your grip strength, how you hold the polisher. There's a ton of different ways on how to hold it, but there's no right or wrong way as long as you don't get bit and you maintain control of it. But there's definitely a level of respect when it comes down to it. Like any other tool, it can get the job done, and it can also cause destruction. So same goes for blades and core bits. Anything you put on this polisher, it's spinning, and it's spinning fast. So watch your fingers when it's going. Very coarse pad. I can't tell if I'm in frame. This 50, it's 50 grit, very deep. There's deeper ones, but that one's really coarse. So I think we're about ready to hit it with 100. Now, I don't want a brand new 100. This 100, it's a very stiff, and these corners are very sharp. I don't want that. These are almost exactly the same. So let's just rock and roll and see how it goes. the air compressor catch up a little bit, but you'll notice this slurry, the stuff that comes off. It is the rock. It is finer than sand. It's almost like mud, and when it dries, it's almost like a clay or even like a concrete, depending on what kind of stone it is. It's some weird stuff. It gets on your skin, and when it dries, it makes a crust on your skin. You can almost never wash it off. You can scrub like with a loofah. That's about the only thing that works. But also in granite fabricating, a lot of the times on delicate material, they put fiberglass mesh on the bottom, and when you grind that off, the polisher is spinning, so it's just throwing little spikes of microscopic fiberglass into your skin, and it's really annoying. So the only reason why this slurry is building up is I'm not running the water as much as I would if I was standing up and blocking the water. So if you see me holding it like this, it's only because I'm trying not to get wet. So I'll turn the water on, I'll polish a bit, and then I'll turn it lower, and then the slurry builds up, and then I got to clean out the slurry. I'm already getting soaked. I don't want to get any more soaked than I have to, but you know, you polish a rock, you're going to get wet. If you work at a granite shop, you're going to get wet. So in the granite shop, you wear apron, you wear water boots. There's sleeves that you put on to block fiberglass and stuff. And you're a lot more prepared when you're in the shop and you have tables, and it's built for this work. So I'm going to keep on keeping on here. This is only 100. This is just one step up. I have the 200, the 400, the 800, and the 1500, and the 3000, and the buff pad.
Oh my god!
So this is just gonna pop.
It's gonna pop.
You want to sit down?
No, I was gonna get over here so I can look at it. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Holy shit. That is gorgeous.
So it's drying up in this corner, but it's going to continue. Each pad is going to continuously look like it's wet, even when it's dry.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
And see the color difference?
Yes.
I'll even show the camera, and I'm getting it soaked. So the color difference between the 100 and the 50 pad. So each grit, it gets a little bit darker and shinier at the same time. All in all, I think it turned out pretty good, guys. Better angles are gonna come, better audio is gonna come, better editing is gonna come. If you're interested in shiny rocks, follow along with me. I have some really awesome ideas that I want to share with everybody, and the stone industry has just always blown my mind. Some of the ancient stonework that exists from thousands and thousands of years ago is just absolutely phenomenal. I can't even grasp how they achieved what they achieved, and it blows my mind. I can't speak to it enough. Some people say they know how they did it. Other people say that that was impossible to do it that way. The reality is I have no idea, because I've seen marble sculptors do things that just blew my mind, and then I saw how they did it. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's an interesting technique, but that makes sense now that I see the technique. So when you only see the end result, you never know how the technique was, how the process of getting that end result was. And if you're in the granite industry or you're a granite fabricator, you know there's a million different ways to get to the end result, whether what pads you use, what backer you use, what kind of polisher you use, how fast you go, how hard you press. There's a million different ways that you can get the same end result, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just, what's the end result? Does it look good? Is it what the customer wanted? And that's the goal of the countertop industry, is what's the goal? How do you get there the most efficient way? When it comes to the stone art from ancient Egypt or Göbekli Tepe or even Mexico or Easter Island, like it blows my mind. Like, what was the end result? How'd they get there? Why was that the goal in the first place? Was it a spiritual thing? Was it a mechanical thing? Was it a just out of sheer boredom did they do this, or bragging rights? It's like there's a million different aspects to why they did what they did with ancient stonework, and I love it. I love it. What drives me is being able to create something that will last for thousands and thousands of years. There's, to my knowledge, not many things that you can do in this world that will last for thousands of years. Whether it be change of governments and weather changes and kingdoms rise and fall, but yet stone architecture still exists to this day. So I want to put my name and my mark on this planet, which I want to do in the medium of stone. And that's what drives me. So follow along. You'll see me next time.